yarn that I feel like I've been talking about since last fall. And especially in my last episode, I finally found a use for it. This is from Lichen and Lace, and it's the Superwashed Merino Worsted in the colorway Huckleberry. I did attempt to buy another skein of it for the project that I want to make, but then I realized I bought it in the wrong size weight. So I did order 3 more skeins that are supposed to arrive next week, but I am going to get a head start on the pattern this weekend, I think, which I plan on making another one of the Sungazer tees from James and Watts. I wanted something that's kind of all one color but color changing, and I wanted something just slightly more colorful too. I made a beautiful one in all neutrals, but I feel like with this particular shirt it deserves to have some color as well. So very excited, even though I really shouldn't be casting on any other projects because I have many on the needles right now, which I will show you all of them, or most of them. Some of them have just been on the needles and hiding away for a while now. But I did want to welcome you into my new home. I'm pretty much all moved in. We just have a few things left at our old place and then to do the final cleaning because it's a rental. But yeah, I'm just so excited to finally film in here. There's so much daylight. It's like 6:15 right now, and there's still plenty of light. If it was my old house, I definitely would not have been able to film. But I did want to kind of show you the dining room because it's pretty much all done. I'm going to insert a picture right now of the before so you can kind of get an idea of what it looks like. And then I'm going to walk you through real quick of what I did, if you even care. I promise, like I promised in my last episode, this isn't going to just turn into a house reno type channel, but I do think it's just kind of fun and I feel like you guys might like it too. So let me walk you around. So I first wanted to show you the color that I chose, and this is probably the best spot that has the truest version of it. I did this like nude terracotta kind of salmon-y color, and I painted the ceilings too. So it gives it a very cozy feel in here, and I am very excited about the result. It's cool too because my living room is kind of this grayish white, and so is the kitchen over here. So I thought this color was just nice to have in the middle, and it goes with all of my stuff. I definitely was inspired by the background of Cozy Cardigans podcast. The moment I saw all of her shelves in the same exact color, I knew like this, I need this color somewhere in the house. So over here, I have this little wall sconce that I've had before. I got this cool navy blue candle from Joann Fabrics, very much on sale. And I like it because it ties in with the rug down here. Hi, Kevin. Kevin. Hi, buddy. Kevin likes the rug. This table here I've had in the family, I think since my mom was a kid. I did paint the white top a long time ago. It used to be all wood. I'm sure they hate me for that. And then I have these dining chairs that used to be the same color as these legs here, but I spray painted them black with a high gloss. I did purchase this hutch right here to store all of my sewing supplies because I lost a closet in the move, or one that makes sense. So now I have all of my supplies in here. Don't mind the wine bottles. I'm hiding those from Mitch so he doesn't drink them because I want them all to myself. Up here, I just have some plants. I thrifted these prints. They're actually from, I think, a calendar from this like secondhand craft store in Minneapolis. The biggest change throughout the whole house is the windows here. They used to be, or the trim on them used to be white, and it didn't have this middle trim going across right there. I felt like I definitely needed to add the trim to create that like 8-panel window look that I was going for. I also did my own window treatments. I bought these dowels from I didn't buy it from Joann's. I don't even remember where I got these from, but I stained them myself. And then I got these brackets here. They're like brass. I kind of have brass hardware all over the place. I do have to extend these rods. I have 4-foot ones on the way instead of 3-foot because the proportions just aren't right. I want the bar to extend just a little bit out. And then I did end up buying these curtains here. I was gonna make curtains for the whole house, but there's windows everywhere. I still have to hang some on that front window. There's curtains over there, right here, and there's one like in the corner over there too. So that would have taken just too long, and I was ready to have something covering the windows. And then finally, I did switch out the light fixture here. It was like a very, I don't know, boring like chandelier type thing. It looked like it was maybe from like 2005 or something. So I switched it out with this like brass drum type lamp that I got from World Market. So very excited about this whole dining room. Oh, I forgot to show you, I have my knitting shelf right here. It's kind of messy right now, don't mind that. I am playing with the idea of maybe painting the shelf the same color as the walls, so it kind of gives like a built-in vibe, similar to Cozy Cardigan. But I don't know, I have a lot of projects, so I might just leave it as is for now. We shall see. Maybe it'll be a good winter project. But yeah, let's get back into knitting. I have some finished objects that I would love to show you. All right, so I have 2 finished objects to show you today. I finished them both quite a while ago, actually, before even my last episode. I just didn't want to lug it all the way up north just to go camping. That's weird. So I'm showing them to you now. This first one is a little bit of out of season right now. It's 90 degrees and I had to turn off my AC to record this, so hopefully I can get it off pretty quick. But you probably recognize this one. It is the Favo sweater by Fiber Tales. And again, as you may know, I actually got this yarn from unraveling another sweater that I thrifted. It was a men's Gap sweater, 100% lamb's wool, and I turned it into this beauty, and I love it so much. I'm not going to go into too much detail about my process with it because I talked a lot about it 2 episodes ago. I believe I just had 1 sleeve left, but I do want to show you the finished results. So I'll get up close so you can see all of the cabling here, and then also the rest of it is like a honeycomb stitch, which I struggled with a little bit, but I think overall it looks good. Isn't there like a saying, like if you can't see the mistake across the room, it's fine? I don't know. But yeah, when I first had this off the needles, I was like, oh, I don't know if I like it. I tried it on and it was super wonky, but then I blocked it and it turned out amazing. So I'm really happy. I do want to show you the back really quick too, because I really like just the braid going down. That's a nice detail. As you can see, it's a super cropped sweater. I definitely personally can only wear like high-waisted with it or on top of a dress, but it's really cozy and fluffy and I just love it. I'm gonna take this off because I'm already sweating. And underneath is my second finished object, which is a sewing project. So this dress is the Hallen dress from Paradise Patterns. There were a lot of different versions of this dress that you can make, and this is view B. So the main portion of the dress has like a big ruffled tier at the bottom, but I decided to omit that because I just like this straight cut. I'm not much of a ruffly, frilly person, so this was perfect. And I do have a slit right here, which is really nice. It called for 2 slits, but if I'm being honest, I kind of forgot to put the slits in beforehand and just sewed the whole thing. So I had to seam rip this one back, and by the time I was done, I was just done with the dress. But I kind of like the look of just one slit and one side closed. Oh, and the best part of this dress is this open back, which I just absolutely love. On the topic of bras, since that's a hot topic now, sometimes I'll just go bra-less with it. I mean, I don't really have that big of boobs, so I don't need a ton of support to be comfortable. So I'm fine with it. Otherwise, I just have little like silicone covers sometimes, like if I were to wear this to work or something. And that way I can keep the back just completely open, and I love it. I am obsessed with the fabric too. I got this from, excuse the wrinkles, I didn't feel like steaming it. I got this fabric from Blackbird Fabrics. It's a linen lyocell blend, I believe, in the color Baked Clay. I will link below the fabric, but this is like my favorite fabric ever, and it just drapes so well. I definitely will probably be purchasing more of this for future sewing projects, none of which I really have plans for right now. I always assumed that I would do a lot of sewing in the summertime because it tends to be more lightweights and stuff. But I realized I want to be outside a lot in the summer, and I can take my knitting outside. I can't really take my sewing machine outside. So I start to lose my sewing mojo. But I'm almost hoping for a rainy day to come here. It hasn't rained in a while, and that way I am forced to be inside and can start working on some sewing projects. But yeah, these are my 2 finished objects, which I love. I think I've already worn this dress like 7 times, which is awesome. I was gonna sit here and knit on my new whip, but I'm recording on my phone and I realized that I need the directions that are on the phone. But here it is. It's a hand towel. So I'll fold it into thirds like this. And my plan is to have this in the bathroom. I'm not going to use it as a kitchen towel because I don't want anybody like wiping muddy feet with it, or like dirty stains that will be hard to get out. So bathroom only. Anyways, this is a pattern from Pearl Soho. It's free. It is, I can't remember, so I'm gonna put it right here. But so far it's been really fun to knit, but it's not really mindless and it's pretty slow. And that is because it's using a linen stitch and then like a spaced out 2-color linen stitch here. And it is also a 8-row repeat that I am just having a very hard time getting it down to memorize. I'm sure I won't have it memorized until like the last 8-row repeat, but I do really like the look of it. I'll give you a close-up. I am using the Pima cotton yarn from Lichen brand, and I cannot tell you how beautiful this yarn is. It's so unbelievably soft and I don't know, pretty much just soft. I would love to have a garment in this. It's very heavy too. I feel like it would drape really well in a garment as well. I'll link this yarn below. It comes in a lot of other beautiful colors. I forgot to bring them all outside, so I'm gonna go and grab them really quick. All right, so yes, it's the Lichen brand Pima cotton. I also got it in this yellow. It's called mineral yellow, to make another version of this hand towel with the cream. And then I got another cotton from Lichen brand. This one's slightly different. It's called 24/7 cotton, and it's a 100% mercerized cotton in this sagey green. What's the color of it? Bay leaf. So I will also be pairing that with this cream color here. I didn't want to like break the bank on yarn for hand towels, especially if there's just going to be like dirty hands wiping off on it, which is why I went with Lichen brand. And yeah, I mean, sometimes you just gotta buy the big box yarn, but for big box yarn, this is extremely good quality. I highly recommend it. There is a little difference between the 24/7 and the Pima cotton, and I think the main one is in the way that it's plied. So if you can see here, the yellow is just like a normal, I don't know, is that like 3-ply? I'm not super good with my plies yet. And then this one is more of, I think this is called a chain ply. Hopefully you can see this, but that's the main difference. This one might be just a hair more thin than the Pima, but yeah, they both feel great. So one of the most exciting things happened that I think can happen to a knitting YouTuber, and that is I became an affiliate of Knitcrate. So they did send me a free box from their monthly subscription in the mail, and it just came the other day, and I have to show you because I am so excited for it and just very thankful and honored. Full disclosure, I've had other companies reach out to do like a partnership or something, but they didn't have really anything to do with knitting or making at all, and I really wanted to just keep it specific to the channel, so I was so excited when finally Knitcrate reached out. So this is from their Homestead box that was sent out this month in June, and this is the little card they sent with it. I received the cucumber colorway, so they sent me 2 skeins, and that's the amount that comes in every box, I believe. So here it is. This also has a similar chain ply as this 24/7 cotton. This makeup is 34% cotton, 35% linen, 19% lyocell, and 11% nylon. It is a sport weight as well. So this is their Uru yarn, I believe is just the own brand of yarn. And I just absolutely love this. It definitely, I feel like, is named properly, being cucumber. It reminds me of one. And then it has this like creamy yellow variegation throughout. I already know what I want to knit with this. I first saw that My Favorite Things knitwear came or will be coming out with a new pattern, camisole number 7. And when I saw that, I immediately wanted to knit that. It looks so beautiful. I'll insert a picture of it here so you can see it. But then, just today, Petite Knit launched her new tank top pattern. I think it's the June top, and it's just like a very simple tank top. I'll put a picture right here, and it gives me all of the coastal grandmother vibe, which is something that I've just been obsessed with lately. I go through phases every couple years with very nautical feel, especially in the springtime or early summer. But now more than ever, I'm just into that vibe because I live right next to a big river, and we live right by the marina, and there's just sailboats docked everywhere, and there's this huge pier you can walk down. So I'm just feeling the coastal vibes even though I'm not on the ocean. Anyways, I thought this yarn would be so beautiful in the June top, and honestly, I feel like I've been knitting a lot of complicated things lately, whether it be color work or crazy cabling or what have you. I kind of just want like a vanilla, easy pattern that I can really turn my brain off while I'm knitting it. So I think I'm gonna knit the June top with this. So in all of their boxes, they kind of add a little extra freebie in it that's not always knitting related. And this month they added this Vietnamese coffee is what it's called, from Copper Cow Coffee, which I think they're based in California. But I thought this was really cool. It has like a built-in pour over on it. So it has like its own contraption, and then you just pour hot water on top of it. And then there is this pack of latte creamer, which it's milk and sugar, which I think is kind of interesting because this isn't refrigerated or anything. So Knitcrate did give me a coupon code for you as well, and it's good for if you sign up for the first time. You can basically get a BOGO box. You'll buy a box and then you'll get another month of the box free. So if you just enter in Brookwillow in the coupon, or if you click the link in the description below, I do get a little bit of commission from it, just to be clear, but you also would get a free box from it. So I thought that was pretty exciting. If you end up getting any, you'll have to let me know what you think of your boxes too. So I've been coming to this park a lot lately, because it has such an amazing view. And usually I bring the dogs, but today I just brought myself, and I'm gonna have a little coffee up here and do some knitting. So I have one whip that has been my main project for these last few weeks, and it is one I started when I was up on the North Shore the last time we talked, and that is the Forest Keys Best. Here's where I am so far. Kind of get a good look at that color work. This is by Teddy's Knit Garden. That's at least her Instagram name. I'll put her real name down here. But yeah, I'm really loving it so far. It has a lot of components to the color work. So up on the shoulder here, you work color work flat, which means you have to purl all color work, which wasn't the most fun. And then this middle emblem here is intarsia in the round, which I have never done before, and I feel like with patterns, apparently I need it to hold my hand because it didn't list right at the spot in the directions how to do intarsia in the round, so I'm like, well, what the heck? I decided to like come up with my own way of doing it, which was really weird. So basically, at this point, it was in the round, but I was knitting it back and forth as if it was flat and just doing like a wrap and turn type short row on the back. And I'm like, well, I don't want this extra bulk in the back. And then finally, I went up to the directions at the top, and it did list a video for how to do intarsia in the round, and then it made total sense and was a lot easier than what I was trying to achieve. And then now finally I'm doing just normal color work in the round at the bottom here, and all that will really be left is the I-cord bindings around the arms, the neck, and the bottom. So I think I'll probably have this done by the end of the week. And just as a reminder, I'm using the Retro Zaria Pegula Haul. Very rustic yarn. I'm absolutely loving it. Not sure how much use I'll be able to get out of this in the summer, given that it's like a rustic wool. It's probably going to be pretty warm. But maybe on some cooler mornings or cooler nights, I can just pop it over a t-shirt or something. I did bring along that coffee from Knitcrate, and I thought it'd be kind of fun to make up here because A, I don't have coffee, and B, it was very travel friendly. So I'm gonna make a cup of it and chat with some coffee. feel like that's a really nice little setup. I think I'm gonna have to bring that for camping. It's just a lot easier than trying to clean out the other pour over all the time. The creamer is good too. I didn't put the whole packet in, but it was kind of a syrupy consistency, but tastes like just cream and sugar. It's great. So I thought it would be kind of fun to do a bonus video. Since I now am a homeowner, I thought it'd be fun to start making more home type knits, and there's so many that I want. But anyways, I kind of wanted to make like a top 10, top 20 picks for like home good knitting patterns. Let me know down below if that's something you'd be interested in. I started researching already, going through like thousands of patterns on Ravelry, but there's a lot of cute things out there, and I always love top 10 videos. It's nice having someone else like curate for you, so I thought it'd be fun to do it as well. But yeah, that's all I really have for today. If you like what you see, please like this video. It does help me out, and if you're new here, welcome. Hit the subscribe button and you won't miss out on any future videos that I have coming up. I usually post about once a month because that's all I have time for these days, but yeah, thanks again for always following along and sending such nice messages. I really do appreciate it. I hope you have a good rest of your